Welcome back, everybody, to yet again another Getting to Know the Artist. I am your host, Wiggles, as you may know, and we're here today with Oreo. How are you doing today, man?
So, can't complain for real. Today's been an alright day. It started off a little stressful, but I took me a little Klonopin and it made that go away. So, it's been the sunshines and rainbows as far as I'm
Chill
concerned.
out. Absolutely. I had to get
How's
up
your day
early.
been, though?
I hate early mornings, but my new position has me where I have to go in early. So I get up at 8 and by about, I don't know, 1 o'clock, I finally kind of adjust or whatever. But honestly, my point is work was actually pretty good. Everything kind of flowed together. So compared to some other days that are a little more rockier, not too shabby. I just became manager or a manager, I guess. I work at Dollar Tree, but I'm a merchandise manager now. And tomorrow I got to open up for the first time, so that's gonna be fun. Um, but
Hopefully that
everything's
goes
cool, man.
smooth. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Wicked Widget in the chat. That's my homie, my brother. What is good? Thank you for coming through. I love you, man. Appreciate you. Hope everything's everything for you. It's that whoop to the whoop. Hell yeah, I
Whoop
got that
to the
right.
whoop.
All right, man. We're gonna jump right in with the first question, and that is, what is your name? Where was you born and raised, and where do you currently live now?
My name is Austin Smith, but I go by Oreo. I also have other aliases that I use in some of my songs, but my main name is Oreo. I was born and raised in Dayton, Ohio. Um, I actually now live in Pueblo, Colorado. I moved out here from Fort Myers, Florida, which is a little wild area as well. It reminded me a lot of Dayton, Ohio. But yeah, now I'm in Pueblo, Colorado, and I'm out here pursuing music pretty hefty to the best that I can with the funds that are available to me, and you know what I'm saying, taking care of kids and making it
Ab-
happen.
Absolutely. Is Ohio always home, or are you glad to be away from there?
I got warrants out there.
Oh, yeah, he said, I'm glad to be away from that spot.
I've got warrants out there that I've had for years on years. Every time that I have any police interaction, they always ask me, "What you got going on in Ohio?" I'm like, I ain't got shit going on in Ohio. You see where I'm at? And they're like, well,
What
I
I look
wouldn't
at
go
him
back
like,
there if I
whatever it
was
is,
you.
it ain't extraditable because you ain't throwing fucking bracelets on me.
Period. I'm hearing no felonies. I'm hearing no
Yeah,
felonies. I'd be in jail.
right. Hell yeah. Whoop whoop and Pete, I appreciate you. Oh my God, here you go. I fucking love you. You said bunch of whoops, fuck warns. That's my dude. Hell yeah.
Whoop,
We love you.
whoop. Two scoops.
Um, hell yeah. Okay, bet. My next question's kind of loaded. Um, are you a juggalo? If so, how long have you been down, or when did you discover yourself? And then, do you consider yourself a juggalo rapper? Some people see a box, some people don't see a box. Some people say they're part of it, some people say they're not. Give us a little on everything.
Well, cocked and loaded. First off, motherfucker, I consider myself a juggalo, indeed, but I consider myself a real juggalo, not one of these people who just, oh, well, either, want to just use it to exploit or so look, the main thing about being a juggalo is not giving a fuck what nobody thinks, says, or feels about you, as long as you are living righteous to yourself and your being. Fuck everybody else. You know what I'm saying? And that's the most important. Of course I rock with the music. I love ICP. I love some old Twisted. I love some old Boondocks. I haven't listened to too much of the new since Boom Bang Pow and further. I haven't listened too much. I've always been down with the old. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that I don't like the new. I haven't given the chance to it. I found some strange music that I fell in love with pretty heavy, but basically, I consider myself an old school juggalo. I do indeed. I'm an old school
Absolutely.
pervert, as it would be said. So, uh, I don't consider myself a juggalo rapper. I consider myself me. You feel me? I'm not in a box. You can't put me in a frame. Take a picture of me hanging on your wall. The next morning, you're going to find that bitch shattered everywhere, and I'm going to be somewhere on the counter or something with a line in front of me. You're going to be confused as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
That's how I feel. Other than that, though, you know what I mean? I'd say that I became a juggalo since I came out my fucked up mama's coochie, twisted cord around my neck, feet first. You know what I'm saying? I came out with a blue face. The bitch basically was painted blue. You know what I mean? So that's how I rock it. You feel me?
Yeah. Um,
Yes, sir.
so then when did you discover yourself then though? Like when did you say, yeah, that's what I am? Like at what age? Like me, I didn't know. Obviously, I feel the same way. I feel like we're all born a juggalo, at least real juggalos. It's just like you need somebody to enlighten you or depending on the age, you know what I'm saying? I'm 33, so I'm like right there in the middle of an old head and a new head, really, if you want to think about it technically or whatever. I found the clowns in 2000, 2001. My cousin Lindsay came to live with me, and he showed up with his hair spider braided and a great Malenko jersey on. And I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? But then from
Yeah.
there, it was a wrap, bro. I'm like, yeah, weird. I'm fucking weird. This is, and yeah, the rest
To
was
answer
history.
that, to completely, as far as complete relation to everything you just said, so I was probably like 10 or 11, truthfully. And
Yeah.
so, like, I was listening to ICP before that. And so, like, my dad, uh, he was a bass guitarist for Faustinch and a bunch of other bands that had made it pretty decent. He was a pretty damn well known bass guitarist, but he had a hella extensive collection of music. And so as a kid, of course, I loved music. I wanted to hear as much as I could, so I'd go through his CDs and play random things. And I found some crazy shit. Even Joe Walsh, I know who Joe Walsh is because of him, type ordeal. I like big tits, that song. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fire. But anyway, so I found the Great Malenko album. I think it was the very first album I ever listened to. That was the very first one. And I thought the album cover was sick. You know what I'm saying? Just with the little, fucked up face and the puffy hat and I don't know, the little bit of silver in the back that made it, pop. I thought it was
Yeah.
dope. So I'm like, ooh, let me listen to this, threw it in, and instantly I was like, oh, this shit's fire. So like I had like really liked, ICP ever since I can remember that I've ever, had a CD player and found one of my dad's and popped it in. But I don't think I really found myself and realized, hey, you know, this is me. You feel me? I feel this.
Right.
This is really I understand it now till I was like 10, 11, maybe 12. I'm bad with time frames. My mom was
Nah,
very
nah,
abusive.
nah. It
You know
ain't
what I'm
gotta
saying?
be
So I
great
got
detail, just a
my brain
roundabout. That's what
fried.
I'm saying. I know I was 12, 11, 12, somewhere in that age. My cousin Lindsay had to come live with us for a little while for whatever reason. He was, 10 years older than me or something. So, yeah, it was a whole like, whoa. So, yeah. Oh,
Sure,
no,
yeah.
that's cool. All right. What inspired you to start making music? What was the switch that was like, I think I can do this and I'm gonna take it serious?
Um, so I'd always like to freestyle and just mess around, right? As far as I can remember. And I think once I really realized that like this is what I wanted to do was like, so I was on house arrest at one point I was supposed to be on house arrest for 18 months, and became a little bit of a man whore right then, and started like just screwing off on social medias and shit, and finding all these other rappers and whatnot that I felt like I could write better to, and had a better flow to, and just like I appreciate that. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? I love Thrasher. I skateboard every day. Got a whole half pipe mini ramp in my side yard. But
He said, "I never skate. My friends did."
well, now you got another one that does.
Yeah.
So yeah, damn, where was I at? I'm a little good.
I was just letting it go too.
Oh yeah.
I love.
What was the
Oh,
question?
oh no! Stop! My fault. I didn't mean. The question at least was, what was the switch that made you say, "I want to actually, I think I can do this, and I'm going to
Oh
take it
yeah.
serious."
Yeah, so on house arrest, I was, messing around on social media quite a bit. And I had a pretty decently large following. Now, this is like, just like the prime of me being not good. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't bad, but like, whatever. So, um, I would battle rap with a bunch of random people, like against them. They'd post a video and tag me, and I'd post it. Whoever got the most, engagement won,
Right.
whatever. And fucking. So, I started getting into Tech Nine shortly after that. Started listening to Tech Nine and started like really finding like his flow being so impeccable and just so awesome. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
To me, I wanted to sound like that, because like I already had a little bit of a passion for like, doing little bullshit music or whatever. But then I heard this and I'm like, yo, this is next fucking level. And he's sitting there fucking saying hella intelligent stuff, words that I don't even know that I'm now going to Google because I got nothing better to do. I'm 18 months house arrest. I'm looking up these words. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck he's saying and what he's talking about. Now I'm sitting there
Right.
expanding my mind, learning and becoming more intelligent. And I'm like, yo, if this motherfucker can make me smarter and make me enjoy what I'm listening to and inspire me, I want to do that same thing. I could do that too. You know what? Now I'm learning. I could do this too. So I, would like Google, exactly how do you write a rap song type shit. And I studied, how many bars for a hook and then how many bars of normal verses. Well, what about these different styles and these different artists and how some of them like Hobson, he just ill mind, there's no hook. It's just straight fucking bars. And, so
Yeah.
I,
Crazy.
I really became interested in it, and it really became something that was like, damn, you could really be creative and do all kinds of different flows and just say different shit and make a motherfucker have to sit and think. Because for me, if you ain't talking about nothing, I ain't trying to listen.
Right.
I like things that make me think, and so I'm like, maybe I can do that too. And so it's just kind of been an uphill thing ever since.
Okay, that's a different answer. I don't think I've heard anybody put their answer like that. Inspired by Nonger. By the way, I'm glad it was Tech. Uh, I got to see him for the first time at the Gathering live, and that was incredible. And I got his set list, so that's like a keepsake for life.
Fuck yeah, dude. I'm definitely jealous. I'm not gonna lie and say, oh, that's just cool. No, that's super fucking cool.
The
Damn,
legendary Gathering, Tech 9K. I got that
fit me in a
motherfucker. And
suitcase.
it was the security dude. He was cool as fuck the whole event. Little short dude or whatever, but he's kind of stocky or whatever. But nonetheless, I asked him as soon as Tech started to leave. I'm like, bro, give me that. And he looks back and he's like, and I'm like, come on. And he looks at it and he's like, I can't. I'm like, fuck. So I sit there and then Tech walks off a stage, just leaves it. I'm like, come on, bro. And he looks over and then he like leaps and grabs it and then he gives it to me. It was like the most epic shit ever, man.
That's sick as fuck. That's
Yeah.
legendary. Someone better caught a clip for you.
I don't know if they did. I've been catching myself all over in pictures though, which is kind of cool too. So I'm not mad.
Enough wish.
Uh,
Will you put
I
Rue back
definitely
up
have the
so I can let
memory.
Wish out? I'm sorry, brother. Hold on,
No,
I'm
you
just
good?
trying to be helpful a little bit too. We just got back from Manitou, which was like a 2 hour drive, almost an hour and a half one way, and then come on, Wish. And then freaking, we spent some time at the Penny Arcade for the kids.
Oh
Came back.
yeah.
It's like these dogs gotta go out. I don't want them
Yeah.
crapping in their cage. I ain't smelling none of that.
Oh no, that'll be my dogs after the stream. They'll be going out.
But yeah, that's sick, dog. I'm super jealous. What? That's cool, bro.
Absolutely. It was this gathering. I told myself, man, and it's not even a like I don't. I appreciate it, but I don't want people to be jealous or envious. I just told myself, like, I see so many people every year after the gathering talk shit, bro, about this
Yeah,
or that or that or this or that. And I told myself, I said, if you don't make this gathering legendary for you, then it's your fault. It's your own
absolutely.
fault. You can only expect them to have so many artists. They're not going to have absolutely everybody you want. Like, your whole dream lineup is not going to happen. They gave us some freaking diamonds, bro, to me, anyhow. But, maybe somebody else done seen all those artists. So what? Then
Even
make
if
it
you
legendary and being with the family, being with the homies, the side event. Do a thing. Make a goddamn memory, bro, and stop bitching. So I told
you,
myself that. You know what I'm
you
saying?
create your
And
own experience.
right. So and for me, it was legendary. I was mobbing the whole time from sun up to fucking 5 a.m. that night, boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm out there. I'm doing it. Like, the last night, I didn't want to go to bed. Who wants to go to bed? Who wants that shit to end? Not me. You know what I'm
That's the
saying?
last
So,
day. What? Yeah, you stay up.
yeah. So yeah, that's just that was my whole, I guess, motto. Like, you can't complain about it not being legendary if you didn't at least try to make it legendary for yourself.
Period. You can't go somewhere and just expect it to just. You got to make it what it is. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Right.
sure, everything else helps make it too, but like if it's almost like eating mushrooms. If you're gonna eat like a handful of mushrooms and be like, oh, this is gonna be the worst shit ever, and this is just gonna be bunk and
You're
bogus.
gonna subject yourself to that. Right. It's
You're
not
you're
gonna be a
gonna
good
not enjoy
trip.
your life.
Yeah.
You
Crazy.
know, it's the same concept.
Yeah. All
That
right,
positive
moving
mindset
forward.
that's so important.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Um, so the next question is, who do you look up to then in the music industry? And that can be mainstream or even somebody on underground level.
Damn, that's a good question. Look up to. I'm gonna say Tech for real. He's my main biggest inspiration. Um, it's really hard to say that I look up to a artist like that because I'm trying to be me. I feel like people who idolize certain individuals and artists and look up to them. I'm not sure if I may be taking it wrong, but I feel like those that are looking up to them maybe do a little more so of copying and trying to be like a copy and paste cut version of, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't like to look up to any other artist. I like to enjoy music of many different artists, but I don't really look up to anybody except for maybe Tech, just as far as the inspiration goes.
Right,
But
right, and that's fair. I like even how you worded it. I'm not gonna take away how you even just worded that, but maybe just like, I don't know, like, yeah, I that honestly, you didn't say nothing out of pocket on it. I just that's a good answer, dude. That really, like, because normally I just think like when I ask that question, it's more like I don't know, who did you, I guess before even you started making music, like who did you like to listen to? And then as an artist, I guess, yeah, that is like when you even say who do you draw from inspiration, you are kind of, I don't know, cookie cutting. Yeah,
Absolutely,
okay.
polling. Instead of being of your own creation and your
I,
own energy.
unless I guess you
You
could say
know,
that like I look up to how independent Tech is. That dude, he developed his own sound. Like he literally can rap on or about anything in his
anything.
own way, So to look into just to want to be able to maybe, like that would be not to take his like, but no, you're right. I ain't mad
So
at you.
here,
That's
let
a
me
great
answer your
answer.
question for you this way then. Who I enjoy listening to and used to enjoy listening to before
Yeah.
I started, doing music myself, and I still enjoy listening to would be like artists such as obviously ICP, Twisted, that whole era, Psychopathic, Young Jeezy, old Eminem, some new Eminem's cool. Lil Wayne because I love punchlines. I spaz rap sometimes. I just bar for bar for
Yeah.
bar talking shit. You know what I mean? Um,
Yeah.
but so like I like to listen to artists like that, but
That's
I,
cool.
I wouldn't say I look up to any. I'll stick to my previous, but for who I enjoy
No,
listening
yeah,
to.
I like it, man. I ain't gonna tear down your shit. That was a solid
So
ass answer. I've just never had it put to me like that in 152 interviews. I'm like,
damn. Okay. Well, I'll take
wow,
that.
you know.
I like to think outside the box. Like I said, if you took a picture of me and hung me on the wall the next morning, you're gonna find that bitch shattered, and I'm on the counter with a line, and you're gonna be confused. You
Ben
can't put me in a frame. I break out the box.
Frank Gurmy. Are you saying Oreo look like Snoop?
Dude, do you know how many times I've heard that? Look, I'm not gonna cap with you.
Nah.
Look, I'm not gonna cap with you.
Nah. Nah, now that he says it.
I ain't gonna cap with you. Look, even as far as I used to do them random video chats and shit, right? And I got connected. This was one of the most memorable times because, like, I've heard it a million times in my life that I look like a white Snoop Dogg. You know what I'm saying? I've heard this from so many random people. But, like, so I was doing this video chat, and this foreigner, like, I don't even know if they really spoke English, but, like, this foreigner popped up, and I'm like, what's up? How you doing? I used to do music promotion through it. And like before I could even really try to promote my music, a text popped up and it said, "You look like a white Snoop Dogg." And I was like, "Get the
No.
fuck out of here!"
Ah,
Like, yeah,
that's
you right.
that's
I ain't mad. You right, but I
that's
get told that
dope.
or a white Nipsey, so it's
Okay.
whatever. I'll take it.
Are you mixed?
Huh?
Are you mixed?
Um, so I'm actually Greek and native as far as I actually am led to believe. I've
Ethnicity,
never
right,
done a
right.
DNA test, but
Okay.
as far as I know, I'm Middle Eastern as far as Greek, and then I am also Native American on the Cherokee side.
I got you. Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I mean, you do. I don't know. Maybe it's because now they said that shit. Now I'm just looking at you. Like, you got a little complexion. I don't know.
You should see me when I really get sun. When I like, so I used to do roofing. I used to do the spray on roofing on metal roofs, bro. When I would like be done with a week job like that, I'm telling you, like my skin,
I.
bro. You think I look like I could have that complexion now? You have no idea. I could find it up on
Right.
Facebook and I'll shoot it to you. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
Yeah.
I get
I
dark.
get it. Yeah,
Dude.
absolutely. Hell yeah, that's dope. All right. I interviewed the Timu Snoop Dogg, baby. Um,
No, we ain't. No, no, no. I'm Snoop Dogg's illegitimate child.
there you go. Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah. All right. Um, damn, I done lost track now.
That
Okay.
kind of
This
fucked
is,
everything
yeah,
up.
you did. Um, Are there any current projects in the works or what's next? Are you working on any songs, albums, EPs, tours, features?
Yeah, so I just dropped a Cup of Poison on the 5th of this month. On the 11th, coming up, I have another song with Intracution coming out called Slenderman. I also have just recorded a song called Another One, and I will be releasing that here before long. I have to get the funds on the distribute and whatnot, and then I will have that taken care of. But I'm working on a song currently right now with I believe he might be a juggalo artist himself. I'm not sure, but just from what I've heard, like that's the vibe I get. But he's crazy fire. He goes by. Um, Let me double check real quick. Hold on 1 second. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I
Oh,
wonder
okay,
if I know
fire.
who it is.
All right, so the song it's from Chaotic, and it's called Stomped Out. So the song that I'm actually working on, I have to go record the song. It's a verse to Stomped Out from Chaotic. And I'm telling you, bro, this dude is sick.
You killing it?
Yeah, bro.
That's.
He's like
I
he
don't
low
know
key
that I
remind
know
me
the
of a
name on
Immortal Technique, but better.
it. Okay, I'm
Yeah,
gonna have to check them out after this. That's pretty dope.
absolutely, absolutely. Also, another artist that I've been working on a few projects with is a.k.a. And we have a few songs out currently, as is Wrath, Separate Ways. Um, Here, we can go back inside. It's starting to rain kind of heavy. I don't know if that's affecting the noise. So give
Yeah,
me one
I
second.
mean that's
All right, cool. Y'all come in? Oh, fine. Oh, for real? Oh, okay. Yeah, I got pushed off, so we'll figure it out. They ain't gonna get rid of me that easy, huh? Fuck them. I love you, bro. Oh, get out of here. Go home. You're drunk. You're drunk. Go home. You're drunk. Go home. I know it. That's crazy. I'm sorry, y'all.
that. You're good.
My boy, he came up to me again as I'm trying to come in. He said, hey, be mad at me later, but we're talking again, talking about this chick that he was just last fucking with. Bro.
Ah,
So distressed. I'm like, oh my god. I called it too. I told him. I said, now I know how it's gonna happen. I said, you can go back to. Nah, I'll never do that. Blah 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 blah.
yeah.
Uh huh.
He said, "Yeah, you were right."
That's crazy.
At least he's coming out telling you so you don't give him shit later. You're like, look, bruh, I'm with her, okay? So just give me the
Basically,
shit, and then I'm gonna bring her around again, and we're gonna be cool, right?
absolutely. That's what I was about to say. Basically, he's basically saying like, when you see her, don't cuss her out. Like, we're cool again. Don't do what I know you're likely to do.
Yeah, I've been there.
All good though. Baby, put Wish in the case so Rude doesn't keep barking. Okay, thank you. Oh, let me figure out where to set this phone up now. I gotta plug this mug in. But yeah, what was the last question we got?
Projects in the works,
Yeah.
songs, tours, features. Have you done any shows before? Any live shows?
Not anything paid for.
No.
Nothing paid for. You know,
Do
I
you
was
do you like do you try to get on openings or anything, or is there just not a real
um
big music scene right where you're living? Or
so there
I mean,
is,
have
but
you
there's not.
outreach?
But it's like the whole having to sell all the tickets. It's like, look, you know what I'm saying? Oreo. I'd rather the music promoters, you know what I'm saying, probably like listen to my shit at least once or twice and be like, oh yeah, boy's got skills, you know, like to have him come up or something and work through it that way. But like as far as, oh, you know, if you don't get all the tickets sold, then you know you can't perform and all that effort was for nothing. And then you got to give us
Yeah.
that money anyways and the rest of the tickets, and I still don't get to perform. Hey man, screw all that, because I'll just keep the money and tell you to bite me. You know what I'm
You said I'm
saying?
gonna put that in my craft. Nah, I
Period.
get
You
it.
know what I mean? So I don't know. So I ain't really been involved in any of that unless if like again, it's like, okay, well, we want you to perform. All right, well then we can do that. You know what I mean? We can work at that point. If it's like, somewhere that's not close or whatever, all I'm gonna charge is just travel fees. You feel me? I do the show for free. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right. The
But
exposure will pay for itself otherwise.
hmm
Um, okay, fair. I just took my little headphone here, do a little beepy, so I'm gonna switch over to this other one.
So another reason that I'm kind of like that, one thing that stuck out to me pretty heavy in one of Tech Nine's songs, he says I ain't gonna pay no motherfucking DJ to play my music. Said, motherfucker, if you like my music, then spin that shit. And that's
Right.
fact. I'm paying to make music. I'm paying to distribute music. I damn well ain't finna pay for you to play my music. I gotta go in the
But I mean, to get in front of the right crowd to get heard, if you're on deaf ears, if you will, I don't know. I'm not an artist,
No,
so I can't say. I've seen artists like Clockwork E, and people say, it pays to pay, depending on
it
what it
does.
is.
But when you ain't got the money to keep paying and
Right,
paying and paying and
right.
paying, you
Yeah,
know
no,
what I'm
I get
saying?
it. Yeah.
Especially when it ain't paying, well, we having an issue
Yeah,
then because
yeah, yeah, we scrubbing around here. I get it,
yeah,
man.
I'm scrub life, baby. I'm far from rich. I'm not sure, baby. I'll look. I'm one of the brokest. You know what I'm saying? Upcoming artists, cause like so like motherfuckers. This is what strike me stupid. So like, yeah, my jewelry real. I used to hustle and sell a lot. I'm not gonna get too much into that because
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah,
statutes of limitations and all that.
yeah.
And
We get it.
I used to sell a lot. I'm not gonna say what, but I used to sell a lot of stuff. So
Right,
I used to reinvest back into gold because after you got 10K cash on you, if you get pulled over by the police with anything illegal or not, that shit get confiscated, and then you got to
right,
fight the government for your money back. You're not getting your money back.
right.
So I invest in the gold. Now this was before I started reinvesting into music, and I don't know why I did this like this, honestly. But it was probably just because of the lifestyle that I was living, because of the areas that I was stuck in. You know what I'm saying? It was just the best route of my survival, we'll say for the most part,
Right,
and it worked well for
right.
me.
I get it.
So, son, going out there. I'm in an interview. Yeah, go. So, so, man, these kids be distracting. What was I saying now? I'm sorry, bro.
On investing into gold.
Oh yeah, yeah. So why am I gonna sit there? So like as at this point, I got kids now. I got too much to lose. So like I ain't doing
Yeah.
any of that. Now people will look at me and be like, "Oh, your songs are fire. You're a good rapper. You got jewelry. You've got to have money." No, motherfucker, I don't. I'm broke. I'm flat fucking broke. Don't play with me. I'm on a disability check. I get paid once a month. You hear me? So like I do
Yeah.
everything I can within my boundaries without having to. What? Bring your bitch ass out here, boy. My phone need to charge, bro. Okay, well, you bring it We're moving spots again. The kids are gonna have to go to the room if they be streaming because I'm literally trying to focus and take care of shit. All y'all motherfuckers keep bugging me, bro. I love you guys.
Right.
God damn it.
Musical spots and shit up in the house. Pick a room, purple. I don't know.
I don't know, but yeah, man. So fucking, that's basically what it is, And even if I did have the money to do it, I'd still low key be wary of it because like there's so many scams. Look, for example, you can Google this now, and this is hard to completely verify, but like it hasn't been unverified. And the thing with that is it's like, so y'all know who Def Jam Records is, right?
Yeah.
Or not Def Jam. I'm sorry, Atlantic Records. Wrong one. Atlantic Records and Warner Music.
I feel like I should know. You said Def Jam. I'm like, yeah.
I didn't mean Def Jam. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm
you're right.
Atlantic Records. I don't want to lie to you. Atlantic Records. You know who Atlantic Records is, right?
I feel like I've heard of them. Who do they pretty much? Who's an artist on their stuff?
I mean, they own Diddy.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah, I got you.
That's their level. They own Diddy and Rick Ross and a whole bunch of other people, Kodak and everybody else. But so I had this guy named Brian Coons, and on Instagram he has 64,000 followers, and he only follows less than 7,000. He has a few posts of like things that like involve Atlantic Records or whatever. On his thing it says he's the A&R of Atlantic Records. Well, anywho, um, this guy followed me on Instagram and then messaged me saying contact me and gave me his number. So I obviously clicked on his profile, checked it out. I scrolled through the few posts. I mean, lightweight looks like it could be legit, but at the same time, whatever. Anything's possible with, I guess, fake. I just don't have the know-hows to do all that, or else all my social medias would be crazy looking, and something would have done happened by now. But anyway, so um, I contact him, and basically, like, so he's only asking for like $50 for as far as taking out. He said pretty much if he takes out, a shit, I don't remember the actual terms for the music, shit, but I Googled them and everything looked right. But it said basically, just a cover for like tea and all that to show me off because, he's not going to inconvenience himself or whatever. I'm like, that all makes sense, whatever. But I asked him, I was like, well, first off, why'd you even hit me up? And he's like, to be real, he said when I was trending on something, and his assistant pointed me out, and he said basically he thinks that I could have what it takes to, what I'm saying, to really
Oh shit.
rock this industry. He, at that point, he left it up into my hands. He has never texted me since then. He's not been pushy or anything. Like, what I'm saying? How most scams be pushy. All right, come on. If you need time to think
Right,
about
they
it,
just want that money.
just hit me up
Yeah.
whenever. And if he's from being out in Cali, he's only asking for 50. Most scammers be like, oh, I need 150, 200. Give me
Yeah.
300. You might have a
Yeah, trying to get
consultation
that
with
money.
this
I'll put you
person.
in front of everybody. Million. Yeah.
Man, I'm saying. So, like, I don't know. Like, there's ideas that could be, good potential ideas that could not. But, like, at the same time, it's like, I low key don't want to pay for anything because it's like shit. If that's the case, if I, you really think that someone else is gonna see that and think that, and I ain't gonna have to, you know what I mean? Like I
No,
don't charge for any of
absolutely.
my features. I charge nobody. I show love to everybody. If you want to work with me and you're dope, I'm gonna work with you just to work with you. I don't. I
That's
got
what's
a
up.
song with Bezz Believe, and he's a major artist. You know what I mean? Most people would use that and be like, oh, yeah, well, he raps with Kevin Gates and Gucci Man and Shaquille O'Neal. I could get you in with them. You're going to have to pay me like $500 for a verse. You know what I'm saying? And then maybe we can, maybe they'll see you and be in there, but selling a dream. Like, I don't, no, fuck all that shit, bro. Like,
No, you're keeping it a buck. I appreciate that. It's
you
respect.
know,
I get it.
I don't charge $1. Maybe help me with my studio fees, but that's it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Um, I got a new name in the chat that I've never seen. Donovan Krieger said, "What's up, man? I appreciate you coming
Krieger. I
through."
think that might be one of my homies from back out in Troy.
All
Is
right,
that who you is, bro? Comment below. Let us know.
I'm not sure that came in though.
I
And
can't see the comments.
Antone Billy said, "I named her. I named my daughter after Tech. I named her Tina."
What happened?
Um, no, another artist or another artist. Another person said, "I named my daughter after Tech and named
After
her
what?
after Tech Nine." Oh, he done dipped off, but he'll be back. I forgot what is it? Tania? I don't remember how he pronounces it. Uh-oh. Donovan, do you know the artist personally? At any rate, we appreciate it. He didn't mean it. Come back. Come back. I'm sure he'll be back. How's your night going, TZ? Oreo into the studio.
My bad,
I'm
my bad.
back. You're good. Said yes, Austin Smith. So that's the dude that knows you. All right, let's move forward with the next question. What is your favorite song that you have made so far that means something to you? Not necessarily your most popular song, which it could be the same, but a song that just means something to you for one reason or another.
Separate ways.
Separate ways.
Yep.
All right.
Without a doubt, it would be separate ways.
Okay, and not to confuse with that question, separately from what is a song though that you would recommend to somebody that doesn't know who you are at all, and you're just trying to get them kind of hipped or hooked on your music or whatever?
Ooh. Any of them.
He said any of them.
Let's be real. Any of them. I ain't gonna lie to you.
All right. Go look at his discography, folks. Just pick one.
Okay. All right. All right. All right. We're gonna give a shout out to my new song "Cup of Poison" that I just released. So we'll say
That's good shit. Okay, Cup of Poison. Go check that one out, y'all. That's
Hell
gonna
yeah.
get you hooked, and then you're
Yeah.
gonna listen to the rest. uh, okay. Realistically, now you just said you ain't one for like signing no, well, not paying for shows. I guess it's not to say that maybe you wouldn't sign a label or whatever.
I own my own.
But okay, so there we go. Realistically, where do you see yourself in 5 years in the music industry then? If I reach out to you in 5 years, where will you be? What will you tell me that's new? What will be going on? Like what's the 5 year game plan?
So you're gonna ask me, what's new? What have what's been accomplished in these 5 years? And my very first thing that I'm going to say to you after not seeing you in 5 years, is I got the chance to blow up and act like I don't know nobody.
Yeah. Yeah. I love it.
I'm playing. Something like that though, but not acting like I don't know nobody, but something like that, something along them lines, you know what I'm saying? Blown up to that
Yeah.
point to where I could act like I didn't know nobody, but I still fuck with everybody that shows love, because
Right.
that's
Staying
just who
humble
I
and
am.
shit.
You know what I'm saying? Actually, I got a song on SoundCloud called Hustle Stay Humble. Super fire track. I feel like everybody should check that out. Eventually, I think I'm going to end up getting a beat for it that I own, and that'll be definitely a song that'll be being released on everything. But
Hell yeah.
hustle, stay
Um,
humble. You know what I'm saying?
do
That's
you
my life code.
you said you got your own little label, but do you then in fact outsource for beats, or do you try to mix and master your own shit, or
I
do
don't
you
know
have like
nothing
a
about none of that. My homie a.a. kid makes beats that we do together for songs we do together, and I mean, I'm gonna have to be buying beats unless if like some homies want to just get their name out there and shit. If they have some faith in me and believe in me, I could definitely credit I always give credit to where it's due. You got to give credit where credit's due. But
yeah, yeah,
obviously,
yeah.
I'll credit the beat makers, all that. Plus, I'll give a percentage. Let's say like a song makes fucking $1 million. Well, like I give you like just for hooking me up with the beat that I liked, whatever, like 10-15%. So then like you get 10-15% of $1 million fucking dollars, you know what I'm saying? Just for
Right.
throwing me a beat, I don't know. Type shit. So like
No,
I,
that's real. That's what networking is about and part of too. Like if you can find somebody on the same level as you, but maybe they do, cut up some different type of beats or whatever. Like, hey, you want to get on this track and give me this beat, or yada yada yada. Almost like the barter system in a sense. Till you
Absolutely. I
get to
mean,
that next level, anyhow, or
even rather not on the same level or not, even if they on a way higher level, you know what I mean? I'd accept that too. Shoot, damn it, wasn't it Eminem that got scooped up by Dr. Dre and then things,
right,
went his way?
right.
I don't know. I ain't against nothing. My mind's very open as an artist. My record label I just created here before too long. It's OrieoGang Records. It's Googleable. It's definitely an official record label now. But
Yeah.
I'm not intelligent as far as how to run or make everything happen with this. I'm trying to learn, but
You just
uh,
putting some music out there, doing what you enjoy, and seeing what it does. Obviously, some things in modern day give you the ability to put it on a platform and maybe earn $1 from it or whatever. And I mean, I've had artists come up here and literally say they work a 9 to 5, and the music is just for fun. And if someday it can pay them, that's the dream. But otherwise, they just keep on trucking.
period. Yeah.
So I absolutely get it. Next question. Have you been to and or played, performed at the Gathering of the Juggalos?
I have not, but a.a. Kid has, not as a rap artist, but he is also a part of a band called Stream at the Sky. And Stream at the Sky is a metal band from Texas. Last year, not this last gathering that just happened, but the one before that, they played. They performed up there, and also was featured in the Gathering of the Juggalos magazine of that year. Um,
Hell yeah.
so all that's verifiable. You can pull up the bands that had played, and then check out Stream at the Sky. So it's the bass guitarist is who I'm working on. Some of this musical project with, as well as far as on a different side of music, because again their band is a metal band. Um,
Yeah.
Currently, he's about to go on tour to Brazil. He did do a tour with Disturbed not too long ago. He toured around with them for a while, which was pretty cool. Them and
Check it
Plush.
out.
So there's connects and all that, but so I mean, damn, what was
Okay.
the question again? I got sidetracked a little
Oh, it
bit.
was just have you been to or played the
Oh yeah,
Gathering?
no, not me. It was him. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
But
No,
I
that's
would
dope.
love to, and I plan to at some point. That is going to be in the making, and that will be coming hopefully at the next gathering. Fingers crossed
That'd
for
be
that.
dope.
I would I,
Yeah.
I would love that, but we're gonna grind hard and make some shit happen, and we're gonna see if we can't just finesse that out of the air.
Yeah, put it into, throw it out there in the universe and hopefully it comes back to you. Um,
Absolutely.
if you could collaborate with any artist, mainstream or underground, that you have not collaborated with yet so far, who would you collaborate with? Maybe give us one or two.
Uh, Tupac and Tech Nine in the same song.
You killing me.
You ain't say dead or alive. Do they have to be
Yeah.
alive?
I mean, listen, I know that he's probably still got some unreleased tracks somewhere in the vault that are peeping, maybe a feature that could come out, but like, how are you gonna make that happen?
You're right. You're right. All right. So I'd say my dream collab though would be like, we'll say Tech and mm, you know what? Let me think for a minute.
He said, I'm gonna, what's that?
I wasn't ready for
Uh,
that question.
Yoda Part 2. It'd be you, Tech, and Wayne.
Wayne. Shit.
Uh,
Or like, does Tech have a song? Yeah, Tech has a song with Eminem. Shit. Who doesn't Tech have a song with?
well, I mean, because he clearly, I mean, I think at this point he could just ask pretty much anybody. But I'm sure maybe even he's paid for features or whatever at a higher caliber or whatever.
Here, I
Even
got a good
I mean,
answer for you. I got a good mix right here. Tech Nine and Young Jeezy, me, all in one collaboration.
that would be interesting. That'd be an interesting collab. I would listen to it for
Hell
sure.
yeah. Hell
That's
yeah.
dope. Um, okay, bet. Uh, have you met anyone famous to you? And I like to answer this question with I have met the clowns, VIP. I've met Ouija Mac a handful of times. Going to the gathering, you can meet artists just randomly walking around. Darby O'Trill, Scum, Insane Poetry, Lardy B. Just random artists, which are all really cool. But I like to try to answer this question with I have also met Polly Shore. So that's like my famous person or whatever comedian actor.
Um, so let's see. I've met Rob Daredeck. I've met Ryan Sheckler. Derek Scott, which is another professional skater. Um, Bill, I can't remember his last name. He's the face of Bush Beer, though.
Hell
And
yeah.
I can't read that. I don't know. So I went to this one
He
dude.
said it's on the shirt, but I can't make it out.
Can't read it. This one dude who is on this creature skate team. I met him, and so he has his own thing going called Skeleton Key. And when I met him, I had him sign that first shirt I showed you, and his A&R or whatever came walking up to him and had like a whole bunch of shirts in his hands and just like tossed them in his lap. And he said, "Here's some shirts." And he looked at him and he's like, "What am I supposed to do with these?" Which they were his shirts, like his, specific whatever. So he was like, "I don't know, give them out." So he looked right over at me. I was the first person. He was like, "You want one?" I was like, "Hell yeah, bro,
Yeah.
absolutely, I'll take that." He's like, "What size are you?" I
Yeah.
was like, "Extra large." So he pulled an extra large out. I was like, "You want to sign this one too?" He's like, "I can do that." I was like,
That's dope.
So
Hell yeah.
it's pretty geeked about that. As far as musical artists, I met Kiss, the original members of Kiss, once.
No
Um,
shit.
I met, let's see,
Fuck Gene Simmons, but no, that's cool.
my dad was a big rocker. He didn't like much of hip hop besides like ICP for real. So like,
Right. Nah, I'm just being funny. ICP says it in a verse talking about Kiss stole their face paint and shit.
okay, so I got a question for you.
Huh.
If you had to absolutely pick sides, so wait, do you listen to Eminem at all?
I do. I can't sit here and say I don't. Now, listen, I did. Let me put it this way. When the real beef was going on, I was still listening to some M, you know what I'm saying? And then as I got older, it just kind of only naturally. Now, like recently, that new album that dropped, I like a couple songs on it. That's about it. Like anything newish of Eminem, not so much. Let's say 2010 and back, I'll listen to it.
All right, so which of the two Eminem tracks would you say was harder between? Now this is gonna be a tough one again. Now like I said, I'm a juggler. And again, it's not really giving a fuck. Out of the tracks, which was harder? Okay, would it have been Your Mama, the or not
Mm.
the one the diss track, or
Fuck
would it have
him's
been
mom. Yeah.
yeah, or Marshall Mathers?
Ah,
And
man.
then what was ICP's hardest hit back to him, in your opinion?
Really? Because they only done like one or two tracks. Fuck Him's Mom, Slim Anus.
Oh, Slim
Uh,
Anus. I forgot about that one. Oh
so
boy, that was
I mean,
gas though.
yeah,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying. But I think they only done like two. I think really like they both only done like two direct cracks at each other type beat, and then it was kind of just like a stalemate. And like the last live interview I seen, the clowns do, Violent J straight up said, he said, "Listen, we ain't got no problem obviously with Eminem no more. Like we would fucking get on a track with Eminem if he would
That
give
would be
us the time of
sick.
day."
Oh my god, bro. Listen, that would
So
be
like,
what?
but yeah, on a hypothetical, I don't know, Slim. Maybe it's just because I fuck with the clowns. I fuck with the clowns so much.
I
Like
ain't
I
mad.
want to just.
I'm on the
But
fence, man. My ass
listen,
hasn't
I
stopped
will
getting
go.
electrocuted
I
since
will
the beef
go to
started.
say like him is goated against absolutely anybody. He fucking kills them. He shuts them down. I think it was like, listen, this is what I will say that I can't believe that I'm gonna say is Eminem lyrically then or even now has the clowns, but the gnarliness that the clowns used then in the lyrics was just, it's that dirty, grimy,
Hmm.
fuck your mom, call your mom, because we ain't trying to hear it, bitch. So yeah, I don't know. That was a tough question, really.
I had to throw a hard one back at you. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah,
like
for
I said, so I
sure.
don't involve in beef at all. I'm an honest diehard fan of both, or used to be at least, anyways, as a child and my teen years, my young adults. But I mean, I still am. But I obviously I've expanded my music horizons a little more since then. But nonetheless, um,
Listen, I think that
yeah.
obviously the Eminem and ICP beef was way less than the whole like Twisted and ICP thing or whatever. So like
What is
that's
going on
why
with that? I'm not in the loop, bro. Fill me in.
I mean Young Wicked fucked Jump Steady's niece, which is also Jay's niece, and Jay was allowing him to live in his house, and he actually had a whole wife and kid and somewhere else, and like it was just some fuck shit, I think, and that's where he's like, "You gotta fucking go," and then obviously Twisted has always said or started to come to light that supposedly, and I feel like they have redacted, or at least they gotta fucking admit that they were wrong. But they tried to say that ICP was holding them back all those years. So once ICP was like, fuck them, yada yada, and then he's like, well, fuck you, you can go too. And I think that's how that all went down. I don't want to paraphrase nothing. I don't know every exact either, but that's the gist of it. And yeah, I don't
Fair.
know.
I didn't know nothing about none of that. I've been out the loop. Like I said, I've been kind
A lot of people
of.
will say, well, their beef ain't our beef. But you don't, you know what I'm saying? You literally show disrespect to the homie and he had a family and he done some petty fuck shit or whatever. Yeah, is that necessarily my problem? Yeah, eh. But then Twisted, was like, oh well, y'all holding us back. Fuck you. Yeah, I don't. You know what I'm saying? I listen to old school Twisted, you know what I'm saying? Lotus and before Duck the Fuck Down, Homies, those are classics. I'll never not listen to those, you know what I'm saying? I don't listen to a whole lot of new MNE or whatever. That's just a
I don't know nothing
personal.
about it. I haven't. I've been
So,
out of the loop. I'm telling you. So
yeah.
like I said, I can enjoy some good music, but I've spread that horizon. Not per se, refusing to look up to other artists per se is like made me not in the loop of maybe all the drama as much as I should, because then I could like use that as far as for like just talking shit on tracks. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, yeah, I get it. No, it's probably kind of a safe zone that you just don't concern yourself with it. Might be more beneficial that way. Um,
Very potential.
Next question I have is basic, man. What's your favorite color?
Blue.
Ah, shit. Mine's red. Ironically, I'm just wearing this blue shirt. I just got out the shower right before this stream, man. I'm chillaxing, comfy clothes. Uh, so
Royal
yeah,
blue.
man.
Royal blue to be more specific.
Hell yeah.
Royal blue, navy blue, and baby blue.
I like red, black, and purple. Those are my go-to colors.
Hell yeah.
What is your favorite wild animal and domesticated animal?
A Black Panther and a sugar glider.
Bruh, get out of here for a couple reasons. One, my artist yesterday said a Black Panther. Secondly,
Shut
I
up.
fucking love Sugar Gliders. I swear to God, he did. Jason Mass, the booth, bro. He's from St. Louis. He's a dope artist too. He played the Gathering this year, but he said a Black Panther. And I always wanted a sugar glider as a kid growing
I've
up.
had a
I've
couple.
had I've had parrots, I've had snakes and
That's
fish
cool.
and birds. I've just never done the sugar glider. They're like $600, and if you're not careful, it's just
Whoa,
gonna
where
die
the
on you.
fuck are you getting? Are you trying to get the mosaic sugar gliders? You get a normal one, man. What?
Probably. That's probably
So
what
like
it
it
is. I
depends on
just
the colors of the sugar gliders. Some sugar gliders are way more pricey depending on the colors. But like I used to go to the fucking flea market out in Ohio and cop my sugar gliders there, bro.
and
Yeah,
like the
like two, three
exotic
hundred bucks.
flat pet markets and stuff. That's where I got one of my snakes before. Well, at a reptile exotic pet market or whatever. But yeah, I guess sometimes you can get them for like $200-300. So, but still,
Two
they're a big
fifty.
commitment. I'm all about like I really want to take care of my animals. You know what I'm saying? I like animals more than people. So like I really want to know that I can take care of it, provide for it, have the proper home, give it the proper nourishment. So I
A
just never
sugar
made the
glider will
move
live in
on
your
them.
pocket, bro. It will be your best friend and live in your pocket. I'm not playing. So my first one, Bobo, when I say like it used to literally sleep in my pocket, so I could set him on the ground, right, and like I could walk away from him. He'd chase me hopping, and then like I'd sit on the couch and he'd jump onto my leg and run up my leg all the way to my pocket and climb straight into my pocket and curl up and try to go back to sleep. Like
Right,
I'm
I know
telling you,
they'll sleep
sugar
in those little
gliders.
sacks and
That's because
that's
that's
dope.
what I'm
But
saying.
okay,
No,
so like I
sugar
got
gliders
cats
bond to
though.
humans. They bond to you. Like they literally have a bond. One of them I had at one point died because I went to jail. So it felt the stress from me from being arrested. So I had a standoff. It died literally the next day that I got arrested. Not because it didn't have food or nothing like that, but the
All
stress of not
right.
being around me and it could feel it had a bond like that. Sugar gliders are sick, bro. I'm just saying, get one.
That's dope. I might eventually have to. I might talk my old lady into it instead of another bird. Um, Whoop whoop to Rizzy Baked Homies. I don't know
Super.
if I've seen you in here before, but you know TV, I see. So, welcome in, fam.
Whoop whoop.
Uh, mine, I didn't even say my, wait, did you say, yeah, you said a fucking panther and a sugar glider. There you go again with an interesting answer. Listen, I hear my own echo. Crazy. Trying to turn my
I don't
shit
hear no
down a little
echo.
bit. As
Uh
long
oh.
as you don't, that's cool. I'll deal with it. Um,
That shit's so annoying,
my,
especially when you're recording music and it's like echoing like on a 2 second delay. Bro, it
yeah.
fucks you up so bad, dog. That shit's so annoying.
Said I'm one of Evo's homies. Evil Cook. Evil Cook. Yeah, that's the homie. Right on it. My favorite, damn it, my wild animal is a white tiger because they're not supposed to exist. But one in every like 200 Bengal tigers will have a white tiger, and they lure you in, and then they'll kill you. And then my domesticated animal is a dog and a pit bull specifically. Um,
Ooh, you need to see my. Hold on. Beefcake, come on, good boy. Hold on. Come here. Come here, Beefy. Hold on. It's getting a light. Come here, Beefy. Beef.
oh,
He's an American
Big
bully.
O. What's up, blockhead? Yes,
Yeah, look at how
sir.
he's standing.
He's
Here's
just,
my nipple.
I missed
Yeah.
it. What? He's showing his dog right now. Oh, puppy dog. Yeah. Uh,
Mr.
we have
Beefcake.
we got a Pitt Stanford Terrier mix. We have a Pitt Red Hiller mix, and then we got a mutt husky, supposed to be wolf mix, but we think it's something else or whatever. But she's a pretty dog nonetheless.
Hell yeah, I got 2 blue heeler puppies as well.
Oh.
Rue and Wish, and they be barking a lot. That's why I'm sitting out here because
Right.
they don't want to be in the cage, but they don't want to piss and shit outside. So
All right. Speaking of animals and an extra, if you could be an animal or a fictional character like a unicorn, a dragon, a something, a whatever, what would you be?
a ditto.
A ditto like the Pokemon? He said, so I can be whatever I want.
Anytime I
Um,
want.
I would almost call that
Limitless
cheating, but I think
options.
that's the quickest solid ass answer that I've gotten, really.
Like I was trying not to
He
cut
said,
you off
oh, that's a first.
as soon as you started saying that, any, even fictional, instantly ditto popped in my mind. I was trying hard to just let you finish your question so I could tell you ditto.
That's awesome. And I'm gonna say ditto to that, like Patrick Swayze off of Ghost. That's a good answer. Really, mine is like a gargoyle, and then one of the animals that I like, a dog or a tiger. That question came from her, Insane Lycan. That's my old lady, and she does digital art. And she's drawn Ouija as a little chibi dude taking a bath in blood, and he shared it all over his socials. She drew a little penis dragon for Clockworky, and then she gets paid to do commissions like for furries and stuff like that or whatever. So
Okay.
every now and again she'll come back to this question, and if she has open time, and she might pick an artist and actually bring it to fruition in her perspective.
Make me a ditto. An Oreo ditto. A ditto
Oh
Oreo.
man. Okay. Be
Be
like
sick.
speckly. There you go.
That'd be fire.
Um. All right. She said, "I got you." Uh.
Yo, let's go.
The next
I'm making
question
an
I have.
album cover. Single
Yeah.
cover something.
What music did your parents listen to, and do you think that affected or inspired the type of music that you make or listen to?
My dad listened to a lot of like anything from alternative rock, death metal, punk metal, heavy metal, black metal, anything like that. All the way up to like David Alico and a bunch of like racist shit like that.
Oh
Obviously,
shit.
listen to ICP too because that's how I became introduced. But for the most part, it was all of everything else. And I don't know, man. I think honestly, so I grew up in a really abusive, physically, mentally, emotionally, and unfortunately sexually as well, home with my mother.
Right.
And my dad was very neglective as well. But nonetheless, I think the fact that I grew up the way I did kind of forced and pushed my rebellious stage, kind of caused me to be. Uh, more of like, oh yeah, you want to do this. This is how you are, who you are. Well, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. So
Apprehensive. No, I
yeah,
get it.
you
And
know.
I'm sorry
So
for what you went through.
it is what it is. It's not, you shouldn't be sorry, be silly. It's a lot more fun, and you ain't cause it anyways. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good gravy. Plus, I feel like
Nah,
it
but
just
I can
made me,
relate to some of it, so I get you.
period. But like, it makes us better humans, because if you can use it to realize, well, this is what had happened, and this was fucked. Well, then now I know and have a good fine line to draw between what I'm going to act as on, or how I will
Right.
perceive whatever is going on. And I don't know, I use it to try to draw a line, so it mentally messed me up, it did, but I use it
Yeah,
to
no, it
try to
gives your reality a different perspective in how you
exactly.
handle things. So, yeah,
But
fair.
so I think that's why I decided to do rap music, because my dad, again, he how it affected me was that. And then my dad's so big into the metal and being a bass guitarist, and I was just like, you don't even like rap, you like ICP, but you don't like rap. Well, I like rap, I do, and I grew up partly in the streets, so like with a lot more black people than most, whatever. So I don't know, I rebelled and became, found myself in hip hop, rap, horrorcore, whatever you want to call it. I don't even want to just say I'm a hip hop artist, rap artist, or oh, I'm a horrorcore
Right,
artist.
right.
I'm a me artist. You know what I'm saying? I spit flows.
Yeah,
So
no, my father was I think it's kind of the same way. Like he listened to rock and country. He hated rap, and he would call it, the N-word music and turn that shit off and yada yada, smack me. And I just,
same.
if my hat
Why
was
you
the
dressing like
slightest
a N
bit
word?
crooked, he would smack it off my head, not tell me to take it off. Stupid shit. So I think that definitely affected my mom. She was, and the good music that he listened to was like classical rock. And then my mom, that was her too, oldies, classical rock. And then she was also try to be Christian or whatever, born again Christian. And so she wasn't listening to too much like rap, hip hop. Definitely didn't really care for ICP. The only time she really let me listen to rap is when she was trying to stay awake on a long drive. She'd be like, "All right, Sean, you can turn your music on," and I think it's just because it annoyed her. But
Fair.
yeah. All right, man. Do you have any siblings then?
Half brother.
Okay. Um, does he support your music at all, or show up, or listen, or do you know,
Nah, he
speak, or
never,
anything?
even before me and my dad has had the continual fallouts we have. He's never done none of that. No, he's a different person, and I don't hate him for it, but it is what it is.
Okay.
But you know, since the
Yeah.
extreme fallout with my father, he's just been
Yeah. No,
quiet.
I don't mean to like try to poke you with some
No, you're
thorns
good.
or
I'm
nothing.
open to
It was
speak.
just a
I ain't say
question.
pass. I ain't say pass,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Nope, you didn't either. Hell
You
yeah.
know,
I
I'll talk.
got, or I had 13 siblings. A few of them have died now. So I'm the youngest of 13, two on my mom's side, and the rest are my dad's. He was having babies since he was 13, even though he wasn't a good father to none of us. So, yeah.
Most messed up thing, really, that really bothers me the most is when a parent's never been a parent, and then they see that you might start possibly being successful, and then they want to try to parent you, but don't know how, and start fucking, just starting
Right.
problems.
Absolutely.
It's like, just stay in your lane, support me if you would, but like, don't sit there and do what you do. You not be changing at all, staying an alcoholic, screaming
Right.
at me on the phone,
At this
shut the
point, I
fuck
don't
up.
need your validation, and you're not going to tell me how to do me. So if you really support me, do it for, proper. Yeah, I don't know. My
Yep.
father, he died 7, 8 years ago, and I was just pissed off that I didn't get to piss on his grave because he ended up getting cremated. I just knew he was going to get buried by my Uncle Frank. and that ain't what it was. But I got to yell at him at the hospital, and all the nurses were like, "You gotta keep your voice down." They're like, "We understand, but." I'm like, "Nah, you don't
Had you
understand.
quietly
Fucking
yell.
20 some odd years, this worthless piece of shit, and now he just gets to fucking die, bro." No, dude, it was bad. There was a lot coming out. Let me tell you, bro.
I
A
don't mean to
lot.
laugh, dog, but goddamn.
No, no, it was real. It was real.
That's real. I hear you. I feel you. Hmm.
So, yeah. Yeah. Speaking of that, if you met the younger version of yourself, say 12, 13 years old, what would you tell yourself, if anything at all?
Don't worry about blowing your money on jewelry. Don't worry about blowing your money on weed. Don't worry about none of that. Bud comes anyway. Stop selling. Stop doing shit that you really shouldn't be, and don't be involved in gangs. Focus on your music because motherfucker, you talented, and your craft could have been a million times better by the time I was what I am now.
Right, right, yeah. Hell yeah. I'd probably just tell myself, it's gonna be all right. You're gonna get through it, and that can apply to so many things that's went wrong in my life, man. Whether it was meant to, my fault, not my fault. Like they say, if you really like alter, you would change who you are today, and I'm not saying I had the worst life, but I've been through some shit, boy. But I'm glad for who I am right now today. I am a whole different person than I ever was. I used to be an evil, just hateful, careless fucking prick. I did not care. I did not care about you. I don't care. It didn't matter. And now I try to love everybody. I try to put positivity out there. I try to lead with positivity, even when maybe you don't deserve it, to hope that you see that I'm leading with positivity. Don't get it twisted. If you want to be a prick, I can be your worst nightmare. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I am
Leading by
totally
example
a
is
different
always the best.
person than I was, or, even 5 years ago, let alone 10 years, 15 years ago in my darkest times. So, yeah.
Leading by example is the best medicine.
Yeah, absolutely. The next question I have for you, man, is did the skill come natural or did you have to learn and practice? And what I mean by that is they say some people are born with a God-given talent and they can just pick up something and do it or whatever with little to no training. And then some people have to practice and learn and struggle, but then they become equally competitive in whatever that subject is. Do you think it was more of a natural curve or a learning curve for you?
Both. I don't think there's any such thing as like, bitch, I'm the prodigy, or the you got it or you don't. Some people have more time, more effort, more skill to be brought because they have um more of a great surrounding for that.
Yeah.
Um, I think it's both. I think anybody could do it. Anyone could do anything for real. It just depends how much
I,
you want
I
to do it.
yeah, maybe. I don't know if just anybody. You gotta have a sound, or I mean anybody. It, okay,
I've always been.
vaguely anybody can do it, especially even with fucking AI and dumb shit. But I'm saying like to really credit
I've
somebody
always been.
talented and stand out of the crowd. I'm not gonna sit here myself and say anybody can do it. Sure, anybody can do it, but I'm not gonna listen to them.
Fair.
So that
Okay, so here,
I'm
let me
not.
ask you this: Have you listened to any of my songs that I had sent you?
I think I've listened to one or two. I try to when I go to interview artists, I do have to firstly to check to make sure they actually have music. And even though I request to have at least 3 songs, I'm looking and hoping that you have more than 3 songs. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna listen to about a minute of each song, unless one hits me for whatever reason or another, and I actually, you know what I'm saying, play it all the way out, maybe even like
Would you
it,
listen
or
to it? Because you said not everything's listenable, or because not everyone can. Is what I have. Honestly, you could never offend me. Be truthful from what you have heard, from what you
you have a you have a whole different sound that I'm not even like familiar with, to be honest. It's definitely something that
like
would I feel like listen to, and maybe I would dive into more now that I am getting to know you as a person and as an artist, as an individual, and I'm getting to hear your story because then I have the backstory behind it. I guess I get the perk that other people that blindly find your music don't. Hopefully, maybe they'll find this interview. But I'm not gonna count you out. You definitely have a sound to you, something. I'm not sure where to place it. I'm not gonna call you Snoop, but like you
visually, maybe.
yeah, it's something that makes you go, huh, this is different. So yeah, I think you got a skill, you got a talent, you got something about you. I don't know if I asked you this earlier. How long then have you been actually like making music?
Years. So, like, as
Because
far as
I
making
know I
music,
asked you like what was the switch or whatever, but I don't know if you told me
I have
exactly like
written
the
for
age.
days. I've written for days. Like I said, my main issue is the funds part, and then where I've been, what my focuses were currently. So I've been writing songs for years. Um, shit, I've been writing songs since before 2019,
Hell
and I
yeah.
have a catalog that's extensive, and I have I've hella shit for real. But again, it's just owning beats and getting the rights to beats that I'm struggling a little bit with, as far
No,
as
I get it.
you know
Yeah.
for the most section wise. But I have been
Royalties
writing.
are a bitch, man. I got a homie,
I ain't
man.
worried about
He
royalties.
well, like,
I give
ain't
one
that what it's
royalties
called?
out. It's the
Oh,
money up
okay.
hand, money up front in hand that is the bitch.
I got you. Yeah, I don't pretend to know all of it. I know I got a buddy. He's coming up in the music industry, and he's going through that very thing. That's what, because I'm always bugging him. I'm on his ass. I'm like, Shay, when's the next song? When's the next song, bro? When's the next song? I've known this man 15 years, and like out of nowhere, in the last 7 years, has he been like really trying to start like there for the first 3 he was just doing like open verse challenges, and I thought he was just enjoying himself. I didn't know he was really like trying to pursue it or whatever. And then like that 4th year, he really was like, no, I'm really trying to do this. And then now he has some songs out there and whatnot, but he's always telling me that very thing. He's like, well, I technically got a song, but it's on this beat that ain't mine, yada yada yada. So like the same stuff you're saying is literally what like I'll hear him say. I don't know all the fundamentals of it, but yeah.
Hell yeah, yeah, that makes sense, because that's making music is very expensive, and that leads back to why I have it paid to have my music played through a DJ, on the radio, or you know, for any of this or that, because it's like
I
everything in
want
the
to do some
game's pricey.
air heart for the 6 people in here. Thank you so very much. If you could hit that like button, it'd be a big favor to us and the YouTube algorithm. It shoots it out and hopefully gets some more people in here. We are an hour and 20 minutes in. We have just a little bit more to go, but we would love to have a full house.
Absolutely. Get it out there for him, for me, and for all of y'all as well. Because if you end up putting one of your friends on to their new favorite artist, they're gonna thank you in the long run.
Yeah. So, to complete your question, I definitely owe you some listening, and that's man, that's what I do really. And I had to give up my premium Spotify. I'm a big Spotify user, and I know they screw over artists, and I don't know. I think they even are supporting some. I don't know. I know there's like an anti-Spotify, rebel against Spotify movement going on right now. I don't know all the
Sheesh.
details
I'm
on
not even
that.
in that loop. I ain't gonna lie to you. See, I fuck with it,
But
so
like I
I can
like
look into
Spotify.
things.
It's convenient.
Me
All the
too.
music's there. You get a playlist. If you have the premium, you get all the skips, the DJ, yada yada. So then I can just let it play. And it also suggests random songs in the mix or whatever. So that's my go-to music source. That's why I ask artists. And I'll just throw your shit on tomorrow when I go to work. And I'll hit you back up and let you know what my favorite song or what song really catches me.
Where's the scrubby thing? I need that. I gotta clean the grill. I'm sorry. Hold on. Watch out, beast. My fault. My fault. I had to get this thing to scrub the grill. I'm listening though. I heard everything, and I would
Nah,
really
you right.
appreciate that if you did that. That'd be really cool. You know, I do put a lot of passion and a lot of heart and a lot of effort into what I do create when I do create, and I have a little bit of different everything for everyone. So like again, that's part of the reason why I say you know can't put me in a box, put me in a picture frame. I break out that too type shit. Because like
That's awesome.
I like to be all over with a bit of everything. For example, you know that song Lil Wayne Prom Queen.
I feel like I do. I don't know that I've listened to the whole thing. I'm not like a.
I
I like a fair amount of Wayne. I don't know all of his stuff.
The song sucks. I'm pretty sure. I haven't actually listened to the song, but it's like rock beat. It's one of the rock things he did.
So yeah,
Um,
I
but
didn't
so
really
for
care.
example, I did a rap song to it, and I in the background did like I was like for my ad libs I was
He
or like the
growling?
voice fucked up. I'm
What?
sick. Yeah, I can do pretty decent growl. So like what I mean. I like to try to mix and have a little bit of everything for everything. I have some party songs for people trying to turn up. I got shit like for like aggressive things like my song I just did with Intracution Tick. I said better not piss me off, violent, just get me off. That's when that ripped me off. He pissed me off. I'm from the city. Yeah, with this plenty of trying to get pennies that nothing to divvy. OG insignia, simple trivia. Few by Nvidia, move like Ophidia. Dirty chlamydia, I'ma get rid of ya. Sturdy familiar, urgently killing ya. Certainly ill in the brain, perfectly dope in
Damn.
the vein. Numbing and killing my pain. I'm walking tall in the rain, persistent and breaking the chain. So fuck who forgetting my name. Put your whole image to shame. Sacrifice is what I blame from the same. And you just running kid game while I've been running this thing. You know what I'm saying? So like I got aggressive.
Okay.
I got a little bit of everything for everyone. It
That's
just
where that
depends on
little
what you're trying
tech
to.
influence. No, that's tight.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I got
That's
positive shit like Proton talking about, give me my lemon so that way I can make my lemonade. In a couple minutes, I wrote it like it was Minute Maid. Even with that winning, I'm gonna come up, I'll make a way. I'm broke, about to break away. Nope, don't mistake the name. Don't yell cocaine, soak like my drip from rain. Always smoking Mary Jane, gasoline. Green propane, hassle me. Feel my pain, pass on me. You insane, cash on me. My new thing, actually, that never changed. Been hustling since potty train, but fabric's no longer stained. So much respect I attain. My wrist and my neck and chains like it keep this beast contained. Evil still seep from my brain. Fantasies I can't explain. My family help keep me sane. It does. It's a good daily dose. Just because of the ones that I keep close. They seem to need me the most. They see me as the GOAT. My soul bleed every note. There's a piece of me left and
this
everything
dude
wrote.
just spitting his
You
whole
know what I mean?
song.
No, just verse,
Yeah.
just a little verse, just a little
Just a
verse, so
little
that way
verse.
people at the
But
go hear it.
listen, do you know
But
all of your
different
songs?
style. No, because I have too many that I have remembered.
Okay, no, that's fair. I just like if and when you get to that point of doing some shows and stuff, I think it goes a long ways when it's not all back music, you know what I'm saying? Like when the artist is
Oh no,
actually
yeah. I would do a rehearsal. I would have everything completely. Look, before I even did concerts, because like stage presence is something that I would focus heavy on as well. Besides, obviously, rapping and not just having it's like, oh, pre-recorded. No, because I might
Right.
as well be a fucking hologram. But I'm not. I'm a human, and I'm here to perform. So like, I not only would I
Right.
whatever I set list I would have preset that I was going to perform. I would obviously like rehearse the songs, but I would also with whatever motions, movements, whatever I tend to do on the stage per song, I would have it all pre figured out and ready, as far as performance would go. So anyone that would be possibly coming to see me perform, and anyone that might end up seeing me perform at some point, y'all can expect a hell of a show because I like to. I like to make something memorable. Most people, like I said, you make the experience what it is, but I like to definitely help influence it to be, more than what it could
Listen,
be.
I
So,
think if you have a great stage performance, it can compensate even if you fall short on like the mic or whatever. You know what I'm saying? If you're out there moving, giving a good show and whatnot, like, yeah, I'm gonna remember that. That's gonna make it so much more exciting than if you just sit here like this. Like that's. So,
absolutely.
yeah.
Just like ICP, shooting Fago bottles out into the crowd and
Yeah, they're
having
running
a bunch of
around,
clowns
jumping
jumping around and
around,
shooting
yeah.
Fago. Yeah. That's performance. That's
Fago
you know.
break. Fago, 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 Fago. Let's go. Oh my God, man, that's
I mean, let's be real,
takes me
cuz that's
back
what we
home.
come for. We come for that
Yeah,
show. Not just the lyrics. The
absolutely.
lyrics are awesome. The songs are great, but we come for that show. That's why we got juggalo
Welcome to the
wrestling and all kinds
greatest
of wicked ass shit.
show. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
damn right.
Oh yeah. All right. Next question I got for you, man, is who or what inspired slash came up with your stage name and your logo. So if you have a logo that's identifiably yours, whether it's on a shirt, a hat, a whatever, who came up with that or how did you come up with that? And then how did you come up with your stage name?
All right. So for the logo, because you put the stage name second that time, so we'll go with for the
Yeah.
first question logo. My logo that I have very identifiable. If you were to pull up my YouTube and or my Facebook page you could find under Oreo, Orio, I before E except after C. Got to remember that. So it's just simply ORIEO for copyright reasons. What inspired that was originally I was dating a mixed chick or a Puerto Rican who was dating a mixed chick, and so my friends would like always like make jokes, even though whatever, it was just kind of
Oh, you
silly,
are not, you are
whatever. It was just
not, get
it's
it!
2025, but people would be like, "Oh, yo, you made some
Oh,
Oreo,"
yeah, baby, yeah.
So,
Let's go.
whatever. So I'm like, all right, that's cool. And then so I told them about it. And then the Puerto Rican chick was like, oh, nah, you're the Oreo. And I'm like, well, what the fuck is And so she was like, look it up. So I did. And it was like basically reverse Oreo, but I think the cream might have been white too. I don't remember. It might have been chocolate, but either who. So you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh yeah, that's funny. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But like I didn't care for Oreo. That was just too much. At one point I had a pair of grills, tops and bottoms. The top and blue diamonds. They were white gold grills, and the bottom said Oreo. And
Oh shit.
but other than that, I was like, man, I don't really like all that. So I dropped and I just kind of kept Oreo. And I'm like, well, because I used to spell everything like the regular cookie, but I'm like, man, I need something that stands out more, and that's if I'm going to be official and actually do this, I need something that's copywritten. So I'm like, well,
Right.
fuck it, Orieo, bam, there it is, and what I'm saying, I just kind of stuck with that and rolled with that ever since, truthfully.
I
And then my
love that
logo.
so much.
Uh, my logo was inspired. So I had a logo created by this dude named Jody, which is one of a.k.a. Kids people. Um, and it didn't get sent to me. I ended up copying it, and I had one of my homies in this Photoshop app, or not app, it was a group on Facebook, kind of change it up and add an eye to it. And I don't know, because like originally it didn't have the eye in it when it was supposed to. But anyway, so I had homie fix it up, and I didn't really like that too much either. Like it was cool, but it wasn't fully where it needed to be. Like I liked both, but like first off, one was missing the eye, and then the other one was just not where it needed to be fully from the Photoshop. So I took that and I ran it through a few AI apps and did some editing to it myself and got it to where I enjoyed it. And so I kind of made that my YouTube logo official, and then it's also my Facebook page. So my YouTube, anyone can find me under official Oreo. That's one word, capital O on official, capital O on Oreo. And I got 2 music videos up on there, and on Facebook I can be found. My Facebook page is just Orieo, Orieo. It's not in profiles, it's in pages, but chances are you don't even have to go to pages. You could just type that in the search bar and it would pop up. There's a
Right.
blue verified check mark, so that way you know it's me as well. But
Oh yeah. Um,
yeah,
have you tried to make any merch? I can't talk. Merch? Do you have any
yeah.
shirts or any kind of hats or
That's
anything, or you
work,
just use
baby.
it for
I got
your
a
late?
lot in the works. So, yeah, man, I've been making designs. I've got a lot of that coming. That's part of the reason why I created the OrieoGang record label, because I'm going to be selling my merch through that as well. I have a domain already registered to me. I don't have it fully set up, so it's not usable currently, but it's OrieoRecords.com. And I will, when my merch becomes official, I will be making the website fully official. Instead of just registered to me, it'll be, you know, up and
An
running,
actual
and I'll be selling
browser?
my merch
Yeah.
on there. And I'll also be promoting myself and other artists that I'm working with and projects that I'll be working on. So yeah, merch is in the line to answer your question. I have no official merch out. I have a few different things that I had, like some friends that are also fans, of my music and what I've been doing, that made, like, a couple hoodies for me, or a hat or whatever, just out of their own free will
Right. Yeah.
idea. Which, it was all cool and whatnot, but like it was nothing that we made official. Started trying to sell and make, because I'm trying to rebuild to where I once was. At one point, I had a Facebook page that was so popping, bro. I could post literally anything, and within 24 hours be up to like 40,000 views and a bunch of reactions. Like
Good
it
lord.
was, yeah, bro. Shit was going crazy. But I had the account reported for a fake name because the name was under Orieo, but my name's Austin, and so they required. It was a hater that I was beefing with, and so they required a photo ID to prove that I was the person being claimed, but my name's not Oreo, so I couldn't do that. So
That's
I
crazy.
yeah, so I lost my shit, and I've been trying to rebuild since. That hurt me really bad, for real. That, for a while, I was so discouraged that I just completely stopped. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I had built so hard, and then I had so much taken from me for literally nothing. And so, like, that put a big hold on. And I shouldn't let emotions take over or anything like that. I should have just instantly got right back at it. But,
I mean, we're all
so
human.
we're rebuilding. We learn. Yeah, you're right. We live and we learn. That's what humans do. We don't know everything. We don't have it all figured out until we figure it out. And that's
Well,
okay.
I had asked that to ask if you had a website or whatever, we would be getting that link, and to tell everybody watching right now and the people that's going to watch on the replay that if you haven't already noticed, you can find all of his links in the description of this video. I will be getting those from him, and whatever he wants you to have, his platforms for music, his socials, his whatever. If he's got a link tree or whatever he wants you to be able to find, I'll get that and we'll have it in the description of this video. So if you're watching it on the replay, it's already there.
Hell yeah. I
Um,
appreciate it very much. It's kind of why I try to include it, just because, some different things, rather from Instagram or Facebook or YouTube, different things get different random updates. And you can, if you follow them all, you can always stay up to date with the newest thing, regardless of where it comes from first. I like to keep it kind of a guessing thing. You got to pay attention to everything. If you like me, I like you too. So check out everything, keep in tune with everything so that way you miss nothing.
Absolutely. We're gonna start these game questions and kind of speed run through them. We have been live for an hour and 40 minutes, man. I didn't even realize it's been that long, which is
Me
okay.
neither.
A little later. I gotta get up early in the morning. I'm slowly starting to feel my day come on me, but don't take it personal if you see me yawning nothing. It ain't like you're boring me, just the hours are finally catching up. But yeah, we're right here. So we're gonna do like a little speed run through these either or questions, and then I got the single question, and then three fill in the blanks, and we'll get you out of here. And I'm gonna go freaking let my dogs out to use the potty and feed my own face and get ready for bed.
Hell yeah.
All right, man. So without further ado, we're gonna start with the first one of Twix or Reese's.
Twix. No
All right.
hesitation. Only hesitation
Summer,
was a burp.
yeah. Summer, fall, or winter.
Fall, because that's the best time to be able to skate. Plus, if you want to get some cool clips, some chill clips, some spooky clips, that's the best time that you can catch all of the above.
I just like hoodie weather. I like being able to wear a hoodie and it not be too hot, and I'm
That's
not
fall.
too cold where I still need even more than just one hoodie. I just want to be able to wear a sweater or a hoodie and it be enough. Yeah.
Absolutely, and that's fall time, baby. That's fall
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Yeah.
Day or night?
Say that again. I'm sorry.
Day or night?
Ooh, I'm a bust out the box and say midday.
Yeah, I knew it. That's more me, mid, afternoon to evening. But now, like I said, this new job position, I don't got a choice. I got to get up at 8 in the morning, and that's no fun. But I'm
I like it
adjusting
right
for
when that midday heat is just directly starting to end and it's starting to chill out. You know what I mean? Because then I can do
right.
anything, anywhere, whatever I want. Be all
Yeah,
right.
absolutely. Um, I feel it. Uh, okay, truck, SUV, or car?
What make and model?
Non-specific. The idea behind the question is you're an artist carrying equipment or whatever. Do you sacrifice and still try to shove it all in your car? Do you have an SUV, which is kind of in between? You can still have luxury of a car, but still haul something. Or are you full blow trucking it and you can carry whatever you need? Me personally, I like a truck in life in general because you can always earn a dollar. Hauling stuff or whatever, and people usually are like, "But you're gonna pay more in gas." Well, compensate in gas or don't move somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, but otherwise, there's usually a dollar to be made with a truck. You ain't gonna put 1,000 pounds of metal in a car and take it to the scrap yard.
So let's see. I can't turn my camera around. So my option and choice would be it's kind of under a tarp, maybe a little hard to see. This is a 1990 DeVille Cadillac
Ooh,
with a white leather interior. So that
all
would be
right.
my go-to choice. I just got to get something fixed from up underneath. Other than that, though, my lady has the SUV, so that's where all my equipment going. While I pull up to the
Okay.
studio, look like
Yeah.
I belong there type shit.
Right. Right. I feel it. Absolutely. Now, if I could, like if I had all the money, money was an issue. I'd have a little bit of everything, but generally a truck is my go-to.
I love trucks,
Um,
though. I'm not gonna hate on that. You know what I'm saying? If I had
yeah.
a real nice truck, a nice, dependable, good truck, and it had room and a nice cab, I'd be set.
All right, I know you got them kiddos. I heard them in the background, so we'll word this. You got a babysitter. You and the sweetheart are going out on a date. Are you going for a movie night or roller skating?
Um, so last one was a movie night. So this time I'm gonna say bowling because
Ooh, all right, yeah.
I like to
I need to
bowl.
do more date nights, man, with my old lady. We don't get to doing so much work, be working
You
us
like
to
to bowl,
death.
bro?
I'm no good at. I mean, I can get a strike every now and again, a spare, whatever. But I'm no count at it. Just to do it for fun, though. Kick back with a pitcher of beer and fucking throw some balls down
Absolutely.
a lane. Fuck. And
Mm.
if you're going with a family or whatever, it's fun to just watch. It's fun to watch whoever, emotions, whether they suck or they're good. Like, I can be a
Yeah.
people watcher. I may not be a
Yeah.
people engager per se out in the wild, but I can be a people watcher. And if it's my people, well, I'm gonna clown you, so I'm gonna have a good time.
Period.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, bowling's
Now
fun.
for my old lady, I don't think she really bowls or like. I think we went once. Like we went to an arcade that had a little bit of everything: laser tag, all the extra shit, a little bowling alley attached, little arcade games and whatnot or whatever. But I don't think she's much of a bowler. But I mean, she'd probably go to go.
Hell yeah. My lady's not much of a bowler either. I'm not either, but
Listen, our
like you
date
said,
nights.
get a pitcher of a beer, get a motherfucking table filled with nachos and a couple rounds of
Yeah.
plain. Look, dog, you chilling, you know?
Yeah, 16. Yeah, that's good shit.
Mm.
For us, really, when we're really like going and doing something that I guess you would consider a date or how we spend our weekends is, I don't know, going to a pet store, a new pet store that we don't know about, or going around, going to little, either flea markets or just like we like going to a new town to those little small mom and pop shops that nobody ever stops at anymore and just go in there and see what we can find, maybe find a diamond in the rough or again any kind of a pet store. I'm about it because I like animals, you know what I'm saying. Or just a general weekend. So say we ain't got a whole lot of money, we're gonna go out to Applebee's or Chili's, or maybe if we got a little spending money, we might hit that Red Lobster or Texas Roadhouse, go to a movie, and come home or whatever. So I don't know. I also like going to state parks, and that again just ties in with nature. I'm not really like on camera. I can be whoever I want to be and talk to people and whatever. In person, unless you're a juggalo or you're my type of people, or I sense you're on the level with my vibe. I just assume not talk to you, man, and keep going. So like I
Period.
don't know. I'm weird, and
No, that makes
that
sense.
doesn't that don't like traverse to work. I have my work head too, where I'm like, this is my job, or I'm not getting paid. But yeah, I'll still be like, man, I'll short conversations or whatever. Like, get your shit and get out. I'm a Walker. And anyway, let's go to Grambling. So the next one is pizza or pasta.
Um, so I heard real recently, um, check this out. This will be another first. Hold on. First off, first off for another first. How many first I done had on this live for you?
Quite a few, actually. It's pretty dope.
All right. Let me add another real quick.
Stop it. I already think I know maybe something you're about to, I don't know. Go ahead. I ain't gonna ruin it. I ain't gonna give you. I don't know what you about to say.
See it?
Oh, you got a bag. So you can't eat pizza or pasta? Really? What does that have to do with that's a colostomy bag, right?
Diverticulitis.
So you're on a
Yep.
certain diet?
Yeah. So they removed a portion of my intestine. Uh, Originally, I wouldn't have been able to eat pizza. Pizza still messes up my bowels, but when it comes to pasta really fucks me up in a negative direction. And so yeah, neither.
Damn it. What's your favorite go-to comfort food?
Whew. This right here,
Steak?
hell yeah.
So what, then it's something like in the red sauce or in the noodle that is not good for you?
Um, so the red sauce makes me have really bad um, acid reflux, and then the
Okay.
pasta I just can't for some reason digest proper,
Okay.
so it does damage to my intestinal tract.
Damn
And
it, man.
I don't know, like I like pizza and I like pasta. It just don't like me.
Yeah, I got you.
Tried to kill me, almost killed me. Kept me in the hospital for a little over 2 weeks. I lost over 30 pounds of muscle because they had me on a diet of chunky chicken broth because it was just boiling
Damn.
down. He was thrown in hot water. Um, so there was that. But like, I had to have a surgery. They told me it was either going to be the small surgery where there's a 50-50 chance that it comes back because there's a cyst growing on top of my diverticulitis, and or
Damn.
I could have the entire infected part cut out of my body, and it would be a major surgery. And I'm like, all right, let's do that. Worst kid ever,
Nah.
worst decision I did. They said that the closest thing they can relate that to is having a C-section. So
Fuck.
yeah,
And this is something that you discovered as an adult, or you knew about it as a kid?
nope. Just found out when I decided that my body said, "Yo, bitch, you're gonna die.
Ah,
Enjoy your death." I was like, "Yo, bro, what the fuck? Fuck that. Let me go to the hospital." And they're like, "Well, here's some OxyContin and um, some fucking amoxicillin. Don't die on us." And I'm like, "Okie dokie."
ah.
And then when I ran out of everything, I came back like, "Yo, I'm not addicted, but like I'm gonna end up addicted if this pain keeps persistent. Like I need another fucking prescription." And they're like, "Well, let's see what's going on again." And they're like, "Oh, whoa, this you can't leave the hospital. If you do,
Ah.
and anything happens, you're gonna die within 30 minutes. You'll die before you get here. So like you're stuck here." And I'm like, okay,
Wow. Damn it, man. You're full of surprises. I'm sorry.
it is what it
All
is. And I
right.
still skateboard and go hard and, be jumping off big ass shit and doing gaps and freaking hitting rails and, you know,
Crazy. He said, I ain't letting it hold me back. That's dope, but I'm sorry. That's at any rate. Dang it, man. This one's for your fans. Which are you most active on? Facebook or Instagram?
Facebook,
All right. And TikTok or X, aka Twitter.
TikTok.
All right. Uh Pepsi products or Coke products?
What's the, I don't know what has what.
So like Pepsi's Mountain Dew, Dr. Pepper, I think. Uh,
I like root
Sprite.
beer, Dr. Pepper, Sprite. Uh, I like Fanta.
Yeah, I
I
don't
don't
know
know.
what Fanta. I think Fanta's Pepsi. I don't know. It could be Coke. So like Coke versus Pepsi, I would prefer a Coke. but I prefer Pepsi products like Mountain Dew, Dr. Pepper, stuff like that. Um, what's your favorite Fago though?
Oh, now we're getting funny. Um,
Mhm.
that's a tough one. So honestly, you can't go wrong with the blueberry Fago. But besides that, I do like the caramel apple Fago. I do like the cotton candy Fago. I do like the and Fago sucks. Let's be honest, Fago really sucks dick. But those flavors are fire, and there's a couple other ones that are really good. If I had them in front of me, I could tell you. But those are just some of the standout ones that I could never say were not good.
Abby, shut up. You're getting excited for nothing. Mom's not even going to be home for another fucking hour and a half. Okay? Stop. My go-to is firework. I'm about to show you my dog acting like a fool if she keeps it up and turn the camera backwards.
The red, white, and
Uh,
blue one.
yeah,
Oh,
that's that shit. That's my go-to. Before that came out, cotton candy was one of my favorites, and then like orange across the board. I like orange Fago better than fucking orange anything. I don't orange Fanta, Sunkist,
what about orange cream soda?
huh?
Orange
Cream,
cream.
orange cream. Ooh. Hmm. Man, I don't know. That just makes me think of the Dreamin' then. The Dreamin' Fago. And it's okay as a treat, but it's kind of, I don't know, too sweet for me. Or poured on top of vanilla ice cream, it's really good. But to like drink all the time, it wouldn't be my go-to. I would say again, like the firework or even rock and rye, because that's the cola and cream ish or whatever, and that ain't too terrible. Um, I guess I've had enough moon mist poured on my head and drunk it that way. It's not. It's definitely not my favorite, but it ain't terrible. I only tried the blue raspberry for the first time last year, so that wasn't too bad. I wouldn't get it all the time. Yeah, it's hard to pick a favorite really for me, but I'd say fireworks definitely my go-to.
I've just never been a fan of that one, unfortunately. I have given it a good try, though. I promise I have.
Man, in the middle of summer when it's like blazing hot, if you pull that thing right out of the ice box and it's nice and cold, mm. Now once it starts to go warm, it ain't worth the shit. But I done invested my time and money, so you know you got to finish it off. But
Right.
otherwise,
Have you had the candy apple one?
yeah, it's all right. I actually done a video on testing it, and it's on my TikTok, and I think it's on my I think I have it on all my socials, on my YouTube and on my Facebook, but I made a whole reel because our store, we got a new store in town called Pavies, and I didn't even go check them out because they were on the outskirts of town for like 7 months. They had already been here, and I was just getting the basic flavors at the local gas station type beat, and then we finally had to go by there for some reason. I don't know what the hell it was. We were going to an event or something, and we needed gas, and I was thirsty. I wanted a monster, so we stopped there initially for that. And then I see their Fago fucking selection. I'm like, oh my god! And I think that was like the first time I tried the candy apple and shit. And then I grabbed me up a couple Dreamins, which I had before, but it was still nice to see them or whatever. The only reason I had got to try a Dreamin' before that was because I go to Ohio a lot, and they actually have quite a few stores that carry Fago and whatnot. Over here in Indiana, it ain't as much or whatever.
Where you live, bro?
I live like in Connersville, Indiana. It's right on
Oh,
the border of
you said
Ohio.
that.
Like I'm 45 minutes from Dayton.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said that
Uh,
earlier. My bad.
Columbus, I think, is like an hour and a half or something like that, give or take.
Bab, Bab, come eat your food.
All right. Now I feel weird asking you this, but you said you skateboard with it, so it's all good. You're forced. You don't have a choice. You either have to make a 3 mile walk in the rain or a 5 mile walk in the desert, provided water in a couple shade spots so you don't dehydrate. I guess it's all hypothetical anyhow, but you still have to choose. Which would you pick? Three
How
miles
heavy?
walk in the rain or 5 miles in the desert?
How heavy is the rain, and is it a
It's
freezing
it's
cold?
it's it's not freezing cold, but it's chubby rain. I mean,
No,
I
not
don't
the
know.
rain. Is the desert freezing? Because there's deserts don't get super hot.
Oh man, again, I've never been asked that. I just assume the desert's hot as shit, my friend. So we're gonna go with hot.
Nope, somewhere below temperature.
You're right. Technically, the Arctic is a desert. What up? What up? Skywalker, well, abbreviated SK Walker. Welcome in, welcome in. You're right at the end of a stream, but we appreciate you stopping by. Go back to the beginning afterwards, check it out, or even skip that. Just hang out with us for these last little questions, and then go check out the man's music and stuff. We're gonna have all
Sorry,
his
what
links
did
and
you say,
whatnot in the
beautiful?
description.
I
So,
was yelling at you. Heck yeah. So yeah. What was the question again? No.
so a hot desert, 5 miles in the desert, or a
Uh,
3 mile walk in the rain.
is it like hurricane rain, heavy rain, just chill rain,
It's just a steady, you know what
steady
I'm
down come?
saying?
All right,
Yeah.
rain all day,
All right.
rain.
All right. And this next one, I don't know if you're going to have a different answer for again because of the whole food subject, but I guess if you can't eat it, just say neither. Uh, Mexican food or Chinese?
Definitely Mexican because I believe the Chinese are feeding us rats and squirrels, cats and
Oh
dogs.
yeah, I love me some rat on a stick. Me and my old lady talk about if we got us a New York one
I
or if
bet.
it's from Boston or they grab that shit from around here. Little scrawny junts.
Yeah, no. One of my lady's favorite thing, her so she always used to be told it was ferret on a stick.
Ooh, that's better.
And it was fucked up because
Ooh.
she had ferrets.
Listen,
Yeah,
I don't give a shit. I'm eating those bitches. That's one of the
she
best
did
things they
too.
got there. The random meat on a stick. Let's call it that.
Yeah, no one really knows what it is, man.
It might be your local cat. You should have kept that motherfucker in your house because it's in my stomach
Absolutely,
now.
absolutely. It tasted delicious.
Crazy. That's what's up. All right. So now I got a random and then the three fill in the blanks, man, and we get you out of here. We're just past 2 hours, but you've given me some interesting ass answers and some different aspects. Like made me think about some shit. Like,
I'm glad
what?
to hear
So
that, man. Good.
that's dope as shit.
I try to
Um,
do that with my music too, you know.
hell yeah. All right, so the random question is you're given $5,000 cash money, but you have to pick one store and spend it immediately. This can be a local mom and pop store to you, or it can be a known chain store like Walmart. It could be a known online store like Amazon, but you have to choose and you have to spend it all and perhaps tell us something that you're going to be getting with the money. 5 grand.
Beat stars
All right. My man
because
is
I'm
just
tired of
tired of
fucking
playing
around.
around.
I'm tired of playing around. I'm ready to push this craft. Beat
Oh yeah,
stars.
he
I need
said I need some
instrumentals.
shit that is mine that I can just rap on and put it out.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Period.
absolutely. That's a solid ass answer. Listen, I've heard 152 different answers. Only a couple were the same. But I don't think nobody actually yet again said that. I need to buy beats. Which some of the artists, they might make their own beats, maybe not, or they outsource a different way. Listen, I've heard everything from like, just giving the money away type beat to what the hell, diapers at Walmart. Like I interviewed a female artist, and she said I would spend it all on diapers and stuff, so that way I'm set there and I can spend my money that I'm earning through my job then on my music or whatever the case may be. So
Nah, fuck
and
that. I believe in myself, and I believe instead of buying any of that, if I had my own beats and I could just take off, my family would be set for way longer than just that few times while I'm sitting there spending my own money that I'm barely getting. Nah, fuck that. If
right,
$5,000 fell in my lap, I'm investing directly into myself.
absolutely. Hell yeah. All right, man. I got three fill in the blanks. We'll get you out of here. Um, First fill in the blank goes as follows. My favorite vacation was blank.
Hmm. My favorite vacation.
You can make this as specific or as vague, general, whatever as you want. You can tie it to whatever, not tie it to nothing. Not overthink it. It's just your favorite vacation. The reason I asked this question is because as a kid growing up, I didn't get to do the whole family vacation type shits. Like
Me
you go to
neither.
school
That's
and
why I'm sitting
everybody's
here
like, I
struggling.
got to go to Alaska or we went and seen my granny in Hawaii or fucking, I got to go to China. I got to go to Six Flags once because I lived right there by Six Flags. You know what I'm saying? But we didn't all pack up and go on family vacation.
I've been to Kings
Vacation for
Islands
me
a bunch of
happened
times
later
because
in
I lived
life
there.
that I made happen. You know what I'm saying? So,
Period. Yeah, I didn't
uh,
get no vacations like that. I've been to Kings Island because I lived in Ohio, but like,
listen, I went there for the first time as a new experience when I moved over here to Indiana, and it was all right. I like roller coasters. My old lady doesn't, so I only rode a few, and then we done the lesser stuff, and walked around, went up in the little baby Eiffel Tower or whatever it is, and stuff like that. We still had a good time, but with her not really doing roller coasters and stuff, I kind of feel selfish. Like, you want to stay down here while I go ride? you know? So, yeah. Yeah, your favorite vacation was?
I've never really been on vacation that I can remember.
All right.
Everything's always been a custody battle, moving from state to state, or you know, I don't know.
I get it.
I
Road of
can't
hard
really
knocks,
been.
buddy.
Can't really
Yeah,
say I've been on vacation.
yeah. Listen, I call the Gathering probably one of my favorite vacations.
I wish
That's
I'd been
four
to the Gap
days away from the world. I get to
one day.
be and do. So I get to be whoever I want to be and do whatever I want to do without anybody judging me because they're doing whatever they want to do and being whatever they want to be. And it's the most beautiful fucking atmospheric place. Like they are not lying. And I don't know that they when they first even said that shit that they knew that it really was what it was. But there is a magic that compels you when you step on to the gathering. And I'm gonna say Legend Valley only because that's where it's been, but that's not the case. It's been other places, Hog Rock, wherever, da da da. Like I guarantee you it's the same thing as soon as you're there, something about it just like overcomes you, and it's my hair is rising right now from it, boy. That's that shit. So I would consider that one of my favorite vacations or whatever. And outside of that, like little small moments can become a vacation, I guess, in a sense. Like me and my old lady have definitely made some memories that I have never done before in my earlier 10, 15 years. We done a riverboat, like paddle boat cruise down the Ohio River. And, you're from Ohio, that Newport Aquarium. I don't know if you ever been to it,
In
but
Kentucky.
yeah,
Uh
that's
huh.
fucking. That's an awesome experience. Like that's in my head forever type beat and stuff like that. So I would even almost compare individual moments as vacations to collectively, or whatever. But at any
So
rate, the next fill in the blank is the bicycle I had most as a kid, or I remember most as a kid, was blank.
a ET bicycle my yaya and papu purchased for me with big fat tires. Not talking big fat tires like you see those chopper bikes or whatever bicycles.
No,
Not like
they're
little
like
hard rubber
wide.
bullshit. Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yep,
Oh
I had one
yeah.
of them as a kid, and ever since that, I loved my bikes.
That's what's up. I think one of my first like real memories of the first one is a bad memory being like 3. My uncle died. He got me this trike and I threw it down the stairs. But like actual like bike that I was actually like riding a thought it was like a Roadmaster. My mom got me in 6th grade or something. And then from there it was like either I had a Next or a Mongoose. I tried to have the pegs and the mags. You know what I'm saying? Me and my friends doing the stupid Chinese fire drills back and forth from one set of pegs to the next, to the shoulders, to the front handlebars. Just stupid shit riding
Oh
down the road,
yeah.
So, yeah. Uh, Skywalker said, a vacation I'm yet to have, but that will be my fave adventure for sure over to my homies. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Um, All right, the last fill in the blank I have for you then is the best part about the beach, freshwater or salt, is blank.
Titties and ass cheeks and bikinis.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I mean,
Listen,
let's just be honest.
you don't have to believe me. You can go back through every single video interview that I've done and skip to this point. Skip to the end of it and find this question. I wait. I wait for people to say that. I wait for it. And I mean, not in that very answer, bro. Like, I guess maybe one person might have said the view and kind of chuckled, but then also tied in the view of, like the ocean and
I don't believe in
yeah,
sexualizing women fully like that. All respect to women, but y'all titties and ass cheeks and bikinis, especially them throwing bikinis, bitch, keep it going. Whoop whoop. Whoop
Oh,
motherfucking
I
whoop.
am not mad, boy. I'm not mad. For me,
And I say that
I'm honest.
respectfully as a married man.
Right. For me, really, it's not even that. That's nice. And see, I get to look. Me and my old lady, we look together. That's just what we do.
That's
But it really is the humbling fact of just taking it all in when you step up and get a little lame on you, but stick your toes in the water, some on the shore, and you just take it all in and you realize like you will never be bigger than Mother Nature. I don't care how physically strong you think you are or whatever, you will never be able to beat her. We can all drown in a teaspoon of water. You know what I'm saying? You'll never beat a tornado or a hurricane, directly or you know what I'm saying? Like it's just humbling. Like the fact of going outside and touching some grass, you know what I'm saying, and getting
Mhm.
grounded with earth or whatever. That's what it is for me. I like being there. Again, I'm not a people person per se, but I am most definitely a nature and
I
animal
love
person, and I can do the same thing. Like maybe it's the inner hippie in me too. Like I can go out on some trails and have that same feeling, just sitting down, in the woods and just taking it all in and stuff like that or whatever. So
Have you ever been to Colorado?
I have not. My cousin moved there for like 6 years, and then he had to move back because his mom died. He just messaged me the other day. and I was supposed to go see him. He messaged me the other day talking about he's thinking about moving back out there. I don't remember what part I'd have to ask him or whatever, but I think it was around Denver. I could be wrong, but somewhere around there I feel like is where he was living. But
All I'm
me,
saying,
no, never. I've only been, yeah.
all I'm saying is, if you love nature like that, bud, this is the state you need to at least once vacation to.
Oh man, I can
If not
imagine.
move, vacation.
Yeah, I'm buying a home here. I don't know why, just because Indiana is like the cheapest state to buy a home in. And I was renting a duplex for the same price that I started buying a home for, so it just made sense to be buying a home. But we really hope to like maybe get it paid off in half the tenured and get a second chance at it. And at that point, we'll discuss moving. However, Denver or wherever, Colorado is very far from Legend Valley, so that makes traveling to the gathering interesting. But the compromise, I bet you're right, it's beautiful. I could even see myself, and listen, I'm not no fucking like country yee person. I just like nature. But I could see myself getting along in like Wyoming or, Montana or, because of that same thing, the view, the nature, the atmosphere, you know what I'm saying? Like that,
We
that
just
would
got to
definitely,
convince the psychopathic carnival to fucking hold their event in Colorado, man.
boy, I don't know. They done it in Michigan. They've done it in Illinois. They done it in Oklahoma once. I think those are the only states they've held it in. I could be
Colorado's next.
wrong. There might be one more, but I know there's 4 states for sure. So yeah. But it'd be cool. I'm not saying it'd be worth it, and yeah, absolutely. I don't know. I'm a hippie, I guess, and people would say like, oh, a hippie and a juggalo can't be two of the same, but yeah,
I don't know.
I'm at peace with who I am and what I like and yada yada. So
I would
uh,
disagree with anyone who would say that.
yeah, well, they say like it's like I don't know, hippie and deadheads, where Grateful Dead was the same generation type thing, and deadheads and juggalos are almost different in mindset or whatever. I don't know. I don't get too philosophical on a lot of shit,
You want me to get
but
philosophical real quick? Listen, you can't be a hater or be a motherfucking judgmental person and be a goddamn juggalo. Who cares what
right,
anybody,
can't be
whatever, you know
bigoted
what I'm
and
saying?
shit.
Accept every individual as family as they come. And if you don't
I
do
hate
that, then you
everybody
aren't a
equally. Fuck
juggalo.
it. No.
Period.
Yeah.
Period.
Ah, shit. Listen, man, this has been fun. We've been at it for 2 hours and 16 minutes. So
Hell
I'm
yeah.
gonna tell you, shout out whoever, whatever you want to shout out. Any last minute anything, and then I'm gonna close with my outro, and you're gonna send me some links, and I'm gonna get ready to eat something, put my dogs out, and go to freaking bed.
Hell yeah. All right. So first off, shout out to Shirley Banks for doing my music videos that I've been doing. Shout out to a.a. Kid, an artist that I've been working with who also has performed at the Gathering. Shout out to Intracution, another artist I've been working a few songs with and got another releasing on the 12th. Shout out to KillaByNature, Juggalo homie, who I have a song with called Razzle Dazzle. Shout out to
Wait, hold up. I'm sorry, and I don't mean to cut you off, but now I'm just saying, Killer by Nature. Is that the ghetto nerd?
the what?
I feel like maybe I've interviewed him. Does he also go by the ghetto nerd?
I'm not sure.
No, that's somebody else. That's Killer Cali. My fault. Okay, but I feel like maybe I've interviewed Killer.
You might
Uh,
have.
I don't know. Okay, continue. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut
No,
off the
you're
shout
good.
outs.
See. Um, shout out to Um, let me pull it back up real quick. Hold on. So I say his name right. It's the next artist I'm working on. Um, my bad. Hold on. Where the hell is it? Oh, um, chaotic. Shout out to chaotic who I'm working on. Shout out to chaotic who I'm working on the track with. Um, and shout out to anyone I forgot to shout out. I love you all.
Hell yeah.
I'm sorry, and I mean,
Absolutely. Absolutely. Anybody that knows me or that's in
oh,
here
Big
that
23 AB. Shout out to him too. I'm sorry.
nah, you're good. Get them out there. I like to see artists also put other people up and lift their people up. That's the whole thing. If I mean it you got to look out for yours, but also if you're not selfish, maybe it'll come back around to you. Twice fold. So
Hmm.
lift up people. Um, at any rate, anybody that's in here that is in any of my other streams, you know what's coming next, and I'm not changing it. I never will. And they say never, so I knock on some wood, but I can't. I can't stop. Uh, I like to end my streams by saying, tell somebody you love them, because you don't know who needs to hear that. And it could be you that changes the way they're thinking, the way they're processing, help them get through that moment, that day, that hard patch in their life or whatever. You might have the answer that they're overlooking. You just don't know. When I was 19 and homeless, sitting on a park bench, people didn't know I was homeless. They just thought I was a dirty kid. And ain't nobody come up to me and said, look, I can't give you no money, but I'll listen to you. You need somebody to talk to. Nobody thinks to do that. So, just be kind. And if you can't tell a stranger you love them, then tell them Wiggles loves them and tell them where to find me so I can tell them I love them myself. You know what I'm saying? And other than that, whoop whoop, I appreciate everybody. Much Wicked Clown love, much love, and go check out the dude, man. He gave us one hell of a show. All of his links are in the description of this video. If you're watching it at this point on the replay, they're there. Click on them. Go check them out. Peep something. I got to do the same thing. So, yeah.
Whoop whoop.
Whoa, whoa. I appreciate it and have a good night.
Hell yeah, you too. Thank you, bro. Thank you for having me. I hope you have a great night.
Yeah, you too. Whoop,
Hell
whoop.
yeah. Much love, much wicked clown love at that, baby. Whoop whoop.
Hell yeah.